Hi, in this video we will talk about what multi-column data is and how we can capture data from a source file containing a multi-column structure in Astera ReportMiner. An example of a multi-column data region can be a newspaper article or a magazine page where the lines or a chunk of content flows into multiple columns. Users must read the data column by column to make sense of it. For example, a reader must read column 1 first, then column 2 and so on. Let's head over to Astera ReportMiner and see how we can extract data from the source files which have such an arrangement of data. Have a look at this sample file. It is divided into 3 vertical columns. In the first column, we have the name and other contact information of a company. In the second column, we have another data region in the same line. In the third column, we have a similar data region but on different lines. Files like these are called multi-column files. Add a data region by right-clicking on the record node and clicking on Add New Data Region in the Model Layout panel. As you can see, a data node has been added below the record node. Notice that an orange pattern bar has appeared above the designer and a region properties panel has opened on the right. By clicking on the pattern bar, we can see the pattern properties to the right of our screen, and there is a multi-column checkbox in this panel. Let's see what happens when you select this checkbox. As you can see, a new white bar appears directly beneath the orange pattern bar. Notice that this bar has 2 markers with dotted vertical lines. The function of these lines is to partition our data region into multiple columns. Right now, the partition does not suit the column distribution of our source file. There are multiple ways to adjust these markers. Let us see how we can do that. The first method is to adjust the markers manually. We can click on the bar to mark the partitions of the multi-column data. If you want to get rid of any unwanted markers, you can simply remove them by clicking on them. We can also use multi-column region properties to partition the source file for us. Let's start by deleting the current format. Now, we will click on this button next to the multi-column checkbox. This pops open the multi-column region properties window. From here, we have 2 options. If you know the column numbers from where each partition begins, you can simply enter these numbers in the pop-up window as a comma-separated list. The column numbers are visible on the bottom right of the designer window. Alternatively, ReportMiner can calculate the starting points for us. All we need to do is specify the page margin, which is 0 in this file, and the number of columns we wish to divide the data region into. Here, we have 3 columns. When we click on Calculate, you'll notice that the starting points have been calculated automatically. Now, let's go ahead and define the data region by using name as the pattern. Then, we can increase the line count of the region to capture all the area containing fields. Finally, create the name field and rename it to complete the report model. We shall repeat this for all the fields that we want to extract, and this will be the final step in creating the extraction template. Let's click on the preview data option now. This is what our data preview looks like, indicating that we have successfully created the template for our file. That concludes our discussion on creating multi-column data regions in Astera ReportMiner. For more information, please visit our documentation site. Thank you for watching this video.